What if one simple test could tell you whether your body is growing older or stronger? That might sound like a tall claim, but let me tell you a story. One day, at age 81, I bent down to tie my shoe and realized I couldn't get back up without grabbing something for support. It shocked me. I still felt sharp, still drove my truck, still remembered names and faces. But that moment told me something my mind wasn't ready to admit. My legs had grown weak. My balance was slipping, and I was aging faster than I thought. That night, I sat on the edge of my bed and looked in the mirror. I asked myself one question: is this it? Or can I turn this around? The answer came to me a week later in my doctor's office. He asked me to try something called the sit-to-stand test. It took less than a minute, but it told me more about my health than any blood pressure reading ever did. Today, I want to show you how this one simple test can tell you if you're aging in reverse, even after 80. Let's begin. The truth about aging after 80. Most people believe aging is a one-way street, slower, weaker, smaller. But that's not the full truth. I've seen men in their 80s stronger than they were at 60. I've watched friends outlive their younger brothers, not because of luck, but because they chose to age differently. There's a difference between how long you've been alive and how well your body functions. That's called the difference between chronological age and biological age. You can't change the date on your birth certificate, but you can change how your body acts and feels. Think about this. If you can get out of a chair without using your hands, your odds of living independently go up. Your risk of falling goes down. Your heart works better. Your brain stays sharper. That's why I believe in this test, not as a gimmick, as a signal. What is the sit-to-stand test? Let me walk you through it. Find a sturdy chair, no wheels, no cushions, sit with your back straight, feet flat on the ground. Cross your arms over your chest. Set a timer for 30 seconds. Now stand up and sit back down as many times as you can, without using your hands. That's it. Sounds simple, doesn't it? But don't let that fool you. This test quietly measures the strength of your legs, your balance, your coordination, even how well your heart and lungs are working. It shows how well your body is working together. I could only do 7 stands the first time. My knees wobbled. My breath caught. I felt humbled. But I was also grateful. I now had a number, a starting point, a truth to work with. What your score reveals about you. If you're over 80, here's a rough guide. 10 or more sit-to-stands in 30 seconds, you're doing great. Less than 8, there's room to improve. But this isn't about shame. It's about knowledge. A low score doesn't mean you're weak. It means your muscles need attention. Your nerves need practice. Your brain needs challenge. And more importantly, it means you can still change. That's the beauty of this test. You're not being judged. You're being given a mirror. You wouldn't drive a car for 80 years without checking the tires. This test is your tire check. The science behind the test. Now, I'm not a doctor, I'm just a man who reads and listens, but here's what I've learned from real research. The sit-to-stand test has been studied by geriatric experts all over the world. It's not just about strength, it's about predicting health outcomes. One study from Brazil found that older adults who could sit and rise from a chair without support had a significantly lower risk of early death. Another from Japan showed that better scores correlated with better memory and cognitive function. That's because this test challenges everything: your legs, your lungs, your balance, your brain. It's not a gym workout, it's a health snapshot. And the beautiful part? It's free, it's safe, and you can do it at home. How to improve your results at any age. Let's say you try it today and only manage 5 or 4, or you need your hands. That's okay. You're not stuck. I started at 7. Today, I'm at 12. I didn't get there with fancy programs. I did it with small daily choices. First, I added a leg routine to my mornings. 10 squats while brushing my teeth, 10 more after lunch, a few heel raises by the sink. Then I practiced standing from lower chairs. Built my balance by standing on one foot for 10 seconds. Used a counter for support at first. I also changed what I ate. More protein, especially in the morning. Eggs, beans, cottage cheese, a little more water, a little less sugar. And I walked. Not far, but every day, around the block to the mailbox. Slow, steady steps. Week by week, the wobble faded. My legs stopped shaking. I felt more stable getting out of bed. It's not magic, it's momentum. Stories from the quiet champions. I'm not the only one. Let me tell you about Henry. 85 years old, retired Navy, always proud. But after his wife passed, he lost his fire. Gained weight, stopped moving much. His daughter showed him the sit-to-stand test. He barely managed 4. He was embarrassed, but not defeated. He started doing 10-leg lifts during TV commercials, cut back on evening snacks, added a short walk after breakfast. 6 months later, he hit 10 stands in 30 seconds. And last month, he danced at his granddaughter's wedding. Or Maria, 82. She had a stroke and was told she'd never regain full mobility. But she was stubborn. Started training with her occupational therapist using the test as her benchmark. Now she runs a gardening club, pushes a wheelbarrow, says she feels 70 again. The test gave her something the doctors didn't: belief. You see, the sit-to-stand test isn't just physical, it's emotional. It tells you you're not done yet. So here's my question to you. Will you try it? Will you take 1 minute, just one, and see where you stand? You don't need a doctor. You don't need an audience. Just you, a chair, and the truth. And once you do it, write down your number. That's your new starting line, not a finish line. Come back in a week, try again, and again the week after. You might surprise yourself. You might feel stronger. You might feel hope. I want you to leave a comment down below. Tell me your score, or tell me your goal. I read them all. I've been where you are, and I'll be cheering for you. And if this video helped you, even a little, please like it. Subscribe to GlowingAge so we can keep sharing these truths together. This isn't just about a test. It's about claiming your next chapter, with strength, wisdom, and quiet power. You're not too old, you're just getting started.